This is Jim Wyatt from the Tennessean at St. Thomas Sports Park. And Saturday, Titans practicing pads, at least shoulder pads for the first time. And the most interesting thing out of practice was a pretty good brawl that took place midway through. Michael Preston and Michael Griffin got tangled up after a play. They each threw a punch, and before you knew it, 25 players were in the middle of a pretty good scrum that spilled over close to the fence. Now, it was during a time when media members were not allowed to shoot photos or take any kind of video. Television cameras couldn't do the same. So I wish we could share some video of the fight with you. It happened just about 20 yards from where I was standing, but not allowed to do so. But I did talk to Bernard Pollard, Mike Munchak, and Michael Griffin about the fight afterward, and here's what they had to say about it.
I think when we're doing this training camp, it's going to be like this for the next 3 weeks. This is the time where we all come together. We are brothers, but at the same time on that field, the officers they are stepbrothers. But on Sundays, they are blood brothers. But this is a brotherhood. We're gonna fight. We're gonna get in altercations, but at the same time, when we step through that door, you gotta check that mess you gotta check it at the door. I thought everybody did a good job. Mike and them, tempers flare, and nobody's exempt. We went out there, we had a brawl. The sucky part about it is you got to line up and play the next play with all those dogs pass on, but it's all good.
Is there an art? It is, and I think it's just when things go from day to day. These guys are competing, groups compete, receivers versus DBs, O-line, D-line, linebackers, and everybody. I think it's just one of the things that going to flare up every so often, and these guys are good friends, plus they're good competitors, and you just don't want guys swinging. You don't want guys to get elevated to where someone could get hurt. Obviously, luckily, no one did. Guys just more or less pulling each other off each other, I think. And believe me, those guys, not many fighters in that group, so that no one wants to get hurt. And they just got to be smarter. That's all. Right? They realize. In their mind, they think it's okay for the things they're trying to. Hey, we're in this together. We're this camaraderie. We're going to protect each other. But no doubt, I think it's a different mentality when you go into a game, knowing that. Those things aren't allowed, obviously. So, but again, it's a coaching perspective. There's no doubt you don't want guys to think, well, if someone does wrong to you, you can retaliate by doing the same back, because we all know that usually ends up the second guy gets in trouble, and there's flags, and there's penalties, and there's hurting the football team, and then getting fined. So nothing good comes out of it. It's nice to see the competitive edge and all those things, but after that, the rest has to be cleaned up, and we don't want that.
Who ended up winning that one?
I think it was a no decision. I think it was hard to tell from my vantage point. But I think it was more of just a lot of little guys trying to control.
At the end of the day, it don't need to get to that. You notice, there was a trash can over there, people falling over, whatever, people trying to break it up. At the end of the day, it doesn't need to get to that. So, again, there's probably going to be a fine issued out, and I told Munch already, I'll take, he wants to fine Preston, I'll take the fine also on both sides. I threw the first punch, and there it is. It's settled right there. The DB's gonna stick up the DBs, receivers gonna stick up for the receivers, and from there, y'all was here during OTAs. One thing led to another, again, it's just the nature they're trying to put in us, and stick up for your brotherhood, and go out there and play hard and play physical, but at the same time stick up for your brotherhood. But at the end of the day, it's over. It's nothing, no bad blood between nobody. Luckily, everybody made it out safe, unharmed, and whatnot, and was able to finish practice.